Alright, what's up guys? So within the last 12 months, a 22-year-old who moved to the US with only $100 in his bank account built 2 mobile apps that went on to generate $1.5 million in revenue. Now, before you guys say, oh, this is an unrelatable video, I just want to tell you there is value in this video. This guy had zero funding, no connections, no team, and the craziest part is his entire success came from a distribution strategy that almost nobody in the mobile app world is using, and it's something that I tell you guys to use all the time. So with that being said, I'm going to break down exactly how he did it, the apps, the viral formats, the creator playbook, the tech stack, monetization, and the lessons he'd use if he had to start over from scratch. So this is the story, strategy of Kel, the Nigerian builder behind Social Wizard and Clean Eats. So Kel moved from Nigeria to the US with basically nothing. It's super ballsy, and in his own words, he said, I moved to the US with literally only $100 to his name. Is that just another cliche story? I don't think so. Nigeria, from my experience from hiring VAs, pretty rough. So like a lot of indie founders, he didn't start with a hit. His first attempt was a small social app called Casp. And by the way, social apps are the hardest apps, including marketplaces, to even get to revenue. So that was mistake number 1 with Kel. He started a social app, and it's a photo sharing community where users post snapshots of their daily life. The app didn't scale, but one user ended up sparking the idea that changed his entire life. So this is basically failing forward. He failed at his first app, but the user from his first app would post everything, cooking, studying, working, and Kel, for lack of better words, caught feelings. He tried texting her, he froze. So he did what any builder would do. He opened VS Code and hacked together a private script that generated clever responses. And this was with no UI, no real product, just a backend script to help him text better. He probably built it with the help of ChatGPT with VS Code. This is the moment he realized the potential. He went to homecoming with friends and casually showed them the tool. This was the first time people in his real life actually cared about something he built. That reaction was the spark. So he polished it up, wrapped it into a real app, and shipped it to the App Store. And that app became Social Wizard. That's the app that generated nearly $1 million by himself. So here's what happened after the launch. These are the numbers. First sale, $10. 2 weeks later, 3.5K MRR, which is absolutely insane. First month, 25K MRR. 6 months in, 250K cash collected. Year 1, 500K cash collected. And total downloads is 600,000 plus. So all without spending $1 on paid ads. And as you guys know, how is the distribution? So you guys know on Twitter, there's a lot of clones with Cal AI, RizGPT clones, Quitter clones, and AI texting help clones. That's what he did. And almost none of them broke out. But Kel cracked the part everyone ignores. It's viral distribution. And he did it in a way most founders never even consider. He figured out distribution is not tell people about your product. It is showing them. So he built a viral format where creators recorded themselves reacting to a girl's Instagram story, then used the app to generate a flirty response. I know when AI came out, this is one of the first ideas that I had, as with a lot of my friends who mess around with Cursor, how to text girls. So the viral format, which is basically how the short form video is structured, is one quick visual demo, instant clarity, and instant downloads. So this format stopped scrolls, made people pause, and created the perfect aha moment that a lot of SaaS founders love to talk about. So what is the viral format that printed money? So here's how the format typically went. Number 1, the video opens with a pretty girl story, automatic scroll stopper. Number 2, the creator says something like, I don't know what to say. Number 3, they open Social Wizard. Number 4, they upload the picture. And number 5, the app instantly gives a flirty line like, quote, that pink dress looks like it was made just for you. Planning on stealing any hearts tonight, quote. So that's the flirty line. And at that point, the product already sold itself. And if there's one thing we can take away from this viral format, it is number 5, when the app instantly gives a flirty line. It's instant feedback. A lot of you guys are overcomplicating your apps and not giving a quick feedback loop of dopamine. Because in another video, I talked about how a founder simplified his whole app, and that pretty much means simplifying the viral loop so dopamine hits quickly, and that's exactly what Kel did. So what is the creator strategy behind the viral moments? The real magic wasn't the format, it was who he partnered with. He didn't go after big creators, he didn't go after lifestyle creators in his niche after. He found micro streamers in the most random spaces, so Fortnite streamers, reaction streamers, even people who made chaotic content like breaking into McDonald's at 3 a.m. And what mattered wasn't the niche, what mattered was who watched them. Young men aged 16 to 24. This is the exact exact target audience for Social Wizard. He paid one of these micro streamers $120, and that single video hit 2 million views and drove tens of thousands of dollars in revenue. Now, social media can be a bit luck oriented. Now, yes, you can keep posting with scale and you can manufacture luck, but I always recommend either start with paid ads first if you want consistent customer acquisition cost, or do a hybrid where obviously you're doing organic with paid ads. Anyways, once the format worked, he scaled horizontally. Same format, dozens of creators, hundreds of pieces of content, and the app kept printing. Kel broke his entire strategy down into 3 steps anyone can follow. Step 1, choose a niche with tons of existing content. If content volume is high, partner with creators. If content volume is low, make content yourself until you understand this niche. Step 2, produce content at volume. Guys, not 5 creators, not 10. Kel reached to hundreds of creators per day. You know, if you're a solo founder, I would personally hire a VA, remote an Android to your computer, and let your VA take control of your computer to send hundreds of DMs, probably off of your main account so it hits the primary inbox. I know this because I've done it myself. Anyways, Kel's goal, 3 videos a day, 2 TikTok accounts, and after a week, scale to 10, 20, even 100 videos per day across a network. And when you're hitting 700 pieces of content a week, virality stops being luck. Like I said, it becomes math. So step 3, scale horizontally. Once the creator produces a video that works, take the video, use it as social proof, send it to 50 more creators. Adjacent creators work too. You don't need people in the same niche, just people with your audience. You know, I've been talking to founders in Discord who also start WAP campaigns where they pay people per 1,000 views. And that way you're not necessarily sourcing for creators, you're just looking for people with unique IDs on their phone to edit a video and post it on their account. So it has a chance to go viral. So if you have 10 to 20 clippers, that's how a lot of viral apps blow up. And that's just another vertical for you guys for distribution. Side note. So anyways, how did his second app, Clean Eats, perform? So after Social Wizard, which was his first app, was running on autopilot, he built another app, Clean Eats, and it was dead simple. Scan a food barcode and it tells you how it affects your skin or weight. And core users were women ages 18 to 28. And I'll tell you this just from me owning my own app where I target women. If you do it right, churn will be low. You won't really have many headaches. Women statistically love to buy more than men. So that is a good cohort to target. Kel's genius wasn't the feature, it was the insight. So with this app, you're not selling calorie info, you're selling confidence, just like Social Wizard. So that's very important for you young founders to take note. You're always selling the goal. So what is Kel's tech stack? Super simple, but scalable. React Native for the app, Nest.js for backend, Firebase for database, and Mixpanel for analytics. And his infrastructure cost is about 1 to 2K per month, which, considering his profits being over 90%, and by the way, that's after Apple's 15 to 30% cut. Super worth it. So his message is brutally simple. It's okay to be obsessed with building. It's okay to skip parties. Being exceptional requires being an exception. I've heard that from Alex Hormozi many times in his videos. Distribution matters more than product. I agree with this. Volume beats luck. I agree with that. And show, don't tell. So final takeaway, guys, is Kel didn't win because he had the best app. He won because he had the best distribution strategy and he executed it relentlessly. So if there's one thing you guys can learn from the story, it is stop waiting for users to magically find your app. Engineer the virality, create the formats, print the content, and one of those will hit. So that's it for today's video. Leave a comment if you have any questions or want me to break down other things, and have a good one. Peace.